Hey everybody, welcome back to class. So far we've talked about lines and shapes, but today we'll start talking about a new element of art called color. Well, what is color? How do we represent color? How do we create color? How do we describe colors to other people? How are colors organized and created? Well, let's get started by describing the colors that we see in this painting by Vincent van Gogh. Look at this picture and tell me, what colors do you see? If you were asked to copy this picture using only 3 colors, what colors would you use? How about this one? In this painting by Monet, what colors do you see? List the 3 colors that you think Monet used to make this painting. Let's talk a little bit more about how we see color. A mathematician named Newton made the observation that color is not on or in objects. Instead, he supposed that the surface of an object reflects some colors back to our eyes and simply absorbs all the others. The light rays are not colors. Instead, color is the code that your eye generates when a spectrum of light hits it. The idea that color is only in your head might seem a little bit strange at first, but think of it as being a little bit like sound. So sound isn't in a balloon, but when a pin pops the balloon, you hear the sound. So it's kind of the same way. The light isn't, or the color isn't in the object, but when the light hits it, your eye and your brain decode it into a color. So now that we've talked a little bit about the science behind light and color and their relationship with each other, let's talk a little bit more about how artists keep all of these colors organized. So in order to organize colors and show their relationship to each other, we use the color wheel. The color wheel shows the colors and how they're related to each other. It shows what colors are next to each other. It shows what colors are directly across from each other. And on a traditional color wheel, 3 colors are called primary colors. From these 3 colors, all of the other colors on the color wheel can be made. The 3 colors on the traditional color wheel are red, yellow, and blue. Can you find the primary colors on this color wheel? By the way, the most popular favorite color in the world is blue. Is that your favorite color too? Hey, did you know there's another name for color? The other name for color is hue, H-U-E. 3 letters is all. Hue is another name for color. Pass the word. If we take just another look at the color wheel, we'll see that if you pick colors right straight across from each other, they'll produce the most vibrant, noticeable, eye-catching results. And the combination of those 2 colors that live right across from each other on the color wheel is called complementary colors. Now, complementary colors are used in team logos, business logos, anywhere that the idea is to get your attention. Complementary colors get attention. But if getting attention isn't your goal, if you're looking for something more peaceful and serene, maybe you would like to consider a monochromatic color scheme. Monochromatic only has one color. The word mono means one. So one color doesn't seem like it would make a very interesting piece of art, although Yves Klein produced art that was all blue for a lot of his career. Now, I'm talking about using one color or one hue along with white, along with black, and along with gray. If you mix one color, say we'll use red for example, red plus white will give you a tint of red. If you use red plus black, it will give you a shade of red. And if you use red plus gray, it will give you a tone of red. So you can make a complete artwork with a tint, a tone, and a shade of red. And that's called monochromatic, one color. If you're more interested in a calming effect with a few more colors, let's consider analogous color harmonies. Analogous colors are 3 or 4 colors that live right next to each other on the color wheel. Using analogous color harmonies produces a really calm, peaceful, unified result. We've sure covered a lot of information so far, so let's take a few minutes to review. What is the chart that shows all of the relationships of the different colors to each other called? The answer is color wheel. Instead of using the word color, we could also use this 3-letter word. What is it? Did you know the other word for color is hue? The 3 colors from which all other colors are made are called what? The answer is primary. List the 3 primary colors. The primary colors are red, yellow, and blue. Colors that are created by mixing equal parts of primary colors are called what? That's easy. It's secondary. List the 3 colors that are made by mixing 2 primary colors. Well, the secondary colors are orange, green, and purple. Colors that are next to each other on the color wheel are called what? Colors that are next to each other on the color wheel? That's analogous. Colors that are opposite each other on the color wheel have a name. What are they called? Colors that are opposite each other on the color wheel, well, those are complementary. Thank you very much. You're welcome. What are you making when you mix white with a hue or a color? Adding white to a color makes a tint. What is it called when you mix black with a color? Adding black to a color makes a shade. We sure have covered a lot so far. And did you know there were so many words to describe colors and tints and shades and color combinations? There was a lot to learn. So how did you do on the review? Well, no matter if you got a lot right or not, you still can go back and review some of the information, or you can always learn some more stuff too, even if you got them all right. So until the next time, keep drawing, keep making art, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.